Imagine diving into the deep, dark ocean. Imagine diving into the deep, dark ocean. You expect to see strange fish, maybe some glowing jellyfish? But what if I told you there are lakes at the bottom of the sea? Yes, you heard that right. Underwater lakes, complete with their own shorelines, surfaces, and even waves. These aren't just any lakes. They're called brine pools, and they are some of the most extreme and fascinating environments on our planet. Today, we're plunging into the abyss to uncover the secrets of these underwater wonders. What are they? How do they form? What bizarre life forms call these deadly jacuzzis of despair home? Stick around because the secrets we're about to uncover will change the way you see the ocean forever. So what exactly is a brine pool? Picture this: a distinct body of water on the sea floor that is significantly saltier and therefore denser than the surrounding seawater. This massive difference in density is the key. The super salty water doesn't mix with the less salty ocean water above it. Instead, it settles into depressions on the ocean floor, forming a visible, contained pool, almost like oil separating from water. You can literally see the surface of the brine pool, shimmering and rippling thousands of feet below the ocean's surface. It's an absolutely surreal sight. Divers and submersibles have described it as looking like a lake in a misty, alien landscape. The salt concentration in these pools can be 3 to 8 times higher than regular seawater. If you were to somehow swim in one, which you absolutely shouldn't, you would float effortlessly on its surface. But this high salinity also makes the water toxic to most marine life. For many creatures, crossing the shoreline of a brine pool is a one-way trip. How did these strange formations even come to be? The process is a fascinating lesson in geology. It all starts deep beneath the seafloor. In many parts of the world, like the Gulf of Mexico and the Red Sea, there are massive, ancient salt deposits buried under layers of sediment. These are remnants of prehistoric oceans that evaporated millions of years ago, leaving behind thick layers of salt. Over geologic time, the weight of the overlying sediments puts immense pressure on these salt layers. Salt under pressure behaves a bit like a very, very slow-moving liquid, a phenomenon called salt tectonics. It can bulge upwards, creating structures called salt domes. Seawater then seeps down through cracks and fissures in the seafloor, dissolving this ancient salt. This water becomes incredibly saturated with salt, making it super dense. Eventually, this heavy, salty brine finds its way back up to the seafloor, often carrying dissolved minerals and gases like methane with it. When it emerges, its high density prevents it from mixing with the surrounding ocean, and voila, a brine pool is born. It's a geological process that takes millions of years to create these otherworldly underwater lakes. Now, for the really dramatic part, these brine pools are often called jacuzzis of despair or hot tubs of death, and for good reason. The water in them is anoxic, meaning it contains little to no dissolved oxygen. Combine that with the extreme saltiness and a cocktail of toxic chemicals like hydrogen sulfide and methane bubbling up from below, and you have an environment that is instantly lethal to most ocean life. Fish, crabs, and other sea creatures that wander into a brine pool are essentially pickled. Scientists have found perfectly preserved carcasses of unfortunate animals that made this fatal mistake, looking as if they had just died moments ago, even though they might have been there for years. The shoreline of a brine pool is often littered with the bodies of these creatures, a grim warning to others. It's a stark visual boundary between life and a toxic, lifeless-looking abyss. So while they might look invitingly calm from a distance, these pools are truly deadly traps. But here's the incredible twist. Where most life perishes, some life thrives. Brine pools are not entirely lifeless. They are home to a fascinating group of organisms called extremophiles life forms that are adapted to surviving conditions we would consider absolutely hostile. Around the edges of the brine pools, where the toxic brine meets the oxygenated seawater, is a bustling hub of activity. Huge colonies of chemosynthetic mussels, for example, have evolved a symbiotic relationship with bacteria. These bacteria live inside the mussel's gills and are true alchemists of the deep. Instead of using sunlight for energy like plants do, they use chemical energy. They metabolize the methane and hydrogen sulfide seeping from the brine pool, turning these toxic compounds into food for themselves and their mussel hosts. It's a process called chemosynthesis, and it forms the entire foundation of the food web around these pools. So, Lining the shores of these lakes of death, you find thriving communities of mussels, tube worms, shrimp, and snails, all sustained by the very chemicals that make the pools themselves so deadly. This discovery has completely revolutionized our understanding of life. It shows that life doesn't need sunlight to exist. It can be powered by pure chemistry in the crushing pressure and total darkness of the deep sea. And this has profound implications for our search for life beyond Earth. When we look at moons like Europa, which is believed to have a subsurface ocean beneath its icy shell, or Enceladus with its plumes of water vapor, we are no longer just looking for environments with liquid water. We are looking for the chemical ingredients that could support chemosynthetic life, just like the life we see thriving around Earth's own brine pools. These deep-sea lakes are like natural laboratories, giving us a glimpse into how life might arise and survive in the most alien environments imaginable, both on our planet and potentially elsewhere in the cosmos. They are a testament to life's incredible tenacity and adaptability. Exploring these brine pools is no easy task. They are typically found thousands of feet deep, far beyond the reach of human divers. Our only access to these mysterious worlds is through remotely operated vehicles, or ROVs, and human-occupied submersibles. These high-tech machines are our eyes and robotic hands in the deep. They are equipped with powerful lights, high-definition cameras, and sophisticated sampling tools that allow scientists to collect water, sediment, and even biological specimens from the pools and their surroundings. Every dive is a mission into the unknown. When an ROV first approaches a brine pool, the view is spectacular. The vehicle's lights cut through the darkness, revealing the shimmering, mirror-like surface of the pool below. It's a boundary between two different worlds. Scientists can guide the ROV to carefully collect samples from within the toxic brine, measure its temperature and chemical composition, and explore the vibrant communities living on its edge. These missions are challenging, expensive, and require meticulous planning, but the knowledge they yield is priceless. They're pushing the boundaries of oceanography and biology, revealing a planet that is far more complex and surprising than we ever imagined. So, the next time you think of the ocean, don't just picture coral reefs and colorful fish. Remember that deep in its darkest corners there are hidden lakes of brine, silent and deadly, yet surrounded by an explosion of life fueled by chemistry. These brine pools are more than just geological oddities. They are a window into Earth's ancient past and a potential blueprint for life on other worlds. They remind us that there are still so many secrets hidden beneath the surface, waiting to be discovered. Our planet is full of wonders, and the jacuzzis of despair are among its most extreme and awe-inspiring. Thanks so much for joining me on this deep dive today. If you are as amazed by the secrets of brine pools as I am, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more adventures into the unknown. Let me know in the comments what other deep-sea mysteries you'd like us to explore next. Until then, stay curious.